This is the Nether, Minecraft's hardest dimension, and it has two primary structures, a fortress and a bastion. And in this video, we're going to be going and trying to loot and find a bastion. But to get to the Nether, you need another portal. And to build a bare minimum one, you need 10 obsidian, and you can use dirt corners. But that's no fun, and they look ugly. And I want mine to look cool. So I'm going to gather some materials to make another portal. I'll put an inspiration picture on screen right now so you guys can see what I'm going for. And I'll start collecting materials right now. Alright, we got a stack of obsidian. So now we're going to start collecting some glass and we'll get building. Okay, while we wait for our glass to smelt, I want to cycle some villagers for Frostwalker for a plan I have later. Most of our glass finished smelting before we could even get a single Frostwalker, so I want to skip that for now and go gather a little more materials and start building the portal. So I just mined all that deep slate for basically nothing. I need cobbled deep slate. We got all the deep slate things we need, so now we're gonna collect some dyes to get purple and pink glass. I found a spot that I'm gonna build it in, so I want to clear out a little bit of this area, and it's gonna be like tucked away inside the mountain, sort of, but like also you could probably see the handle from my base. So let's get to it. I flattened this area out a little bit, and now we're going to start building. Now, we're going to use the glass that we've made to create an illusion down here to where it's like actually going into a secondary portal, if you know what I'm talking about. So I want to build that. I greatly underestimated how much glowstone we actually need. So after I finish digging out this hole, I'm going to go grab more glowstone and then we'll start placing the glass. Okay, we placed all of the glass but the black, and I think if we just add the second bottom layer, so if I come down here, if we add just this layer of glass, it'll look really good. And also another thing I need to do is to immerse, like give the immersion effects of like it actually being like in there. I need the walls to be black as well. So I gotta grab like concrete or something. So or like deep slate tiles. But I'll be back once I have the black glass, and we'll decide what we're gonna do for these walls. Here we go. We got the glass placed, and it's definitely what I was going for. But now I have to decide if I'm doing concrete for this little inner walls, because it doesn't look great with dirt and stone there. It would definitely look better with something like deep slate there, or like black concrete, which I think I'll do black concrete because it's the easiest to get. So let's go farm some of that. Alright, we got some concrete, so we're gonna see how far this gets us. We used all of our concrete, but we did clear out all of the area that we're gonna place it in. So I want to grab like 2 or 3 more stacks, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, for whatever reason, OBS decided to break on me, and it decided to just have a solid screen of me looking at concrete for 30 minutes. And so I want to skip over the part where we build it, but you'll be able to see the finished build at the very end, but we're just going to skip to going to the nether. And it's the nether side portal done. I probably could have done better on it, but I mean, it's good for what it is. But I do like the way I put the grass here, 'cause it's like coming through from the overworld. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the nether portal done. But now that we have the build done, before I go exploring for a bastion, I have something that I do want to build, and it'll be really overpowered. Hold on, let me turn my render distance up. There we go. That's better. But as I was saying, I do need a pair of boots with Frostwalker, and I also need to get a pair of boots with Feather Falling, because not having that in the nether is going to be dangerous. But I'll show you why I need Feather Falling once I get it. Frostwalker! I mean, it's for 48 emeralds, but I've been cycling for a while now, and it's worth the price. Especially since this Frostwalker book is going to save my life. Let's go! Okay. That took way too long to get, and grabbed the boots that I'd crafted earlier. Nice. Okay. So we have our Frostwalker boots. I don't even care about getting Feather Falling anymore. That took way too long. I quit. But now my master plan is coming into action. Okay, so the reason why I have all of this is because there's an old glitch that basically used to be able to let you log out and log back into a world, and it would teleport you back to whatever you were doing. So like if I was about to fall into lava, I could leave and rejoin it instantly. But they patched that. But I found a new one. I don't know if someone's already made a video on this, but so if you press F3 and G, you can see the chunk borders, and as long as you're inside all inside one chunk, you're fine. So I'm fine right here, so I can dig my hole. I forget how deep it has to be, but I'm just gonna go like, but now that we have that, we place the water here, then bone meal or kelp, which creates a bubble column, right? There's definitely something wrong with my water physics, guys. I don't know what it is, but if you watched the trial chamber video, you'd know. Okay, there we go. Have a bubber. Okay, let me sleep real quick. Now that we have this, the purpose of the armor stand here is that you put, ow, what the heck, dude? You can leave. 1 durability. That was 1 off. What the heck? But basically, once this ice melts, once this ice melts, I can throw a pearl into here, down the center here. The old trick, if I turn on hitboxes, is that the pearl's hitbox, if you look at it very closely, it's like in between the blocks, and when you would relog, the Frostwalker, since this chunk's being loaded by the pearl, the Frostwalker would reignite, basically, and the pearl would get clipped on the block and teleport me. But I'm pretty sure they patched that. But now there's a new trick, so if I go get... I kind of gotta pull my pearl again. But the trick is that I found out that if you place an observer here that pushes a redstone signal into a trapdoor that's facing here, that would snap down. Whenever I log back in, since the pearl's loading the chunks, the Frostwalker would do this. It would put more ice here. Then it would trigger the observer, sending the redstone signal into the trapdoor and pulling my pearl. So I want to grab materials for that, and I'll show you how it works. You see that whenever the ice updates, it would trigger the trapdoor, essentially making it, because if, say my pearl were in here, whenever this trapdoor activates, I get teleported back. So now if I throw my pearl into here, just straight into the bubble column, and I go into the nether, real quick relog, it teleports me immediately back, which is insanely overpowered. And it works across the end too. So say if I wanted to go get like shulker boxes but not beat the ender dragon, I could just make a flying machine and go across the void. But if I start to fall into the void, all I have to do is relog, and it's really overpowered. So that's how we're gonna escape death multiple times. So I want to set this up. And so basically now, if I'm in danger and I'm gonna die, all I have to do is relog and my pearl gets pulled. Let's go explore the nether for a bastion, because they're cool. Okay. Did they fix it? No, they haven't. Okay. So in the F3 menu, you see that right here, there's an E. It says 0 out of 165. Right now that setting's broken, but if Mojang does decide to fix it in the future, it'll have a secondary number right here that isn't 0, and this is the total amount of entities in your entire render distance. And so that basically tells you anything above 100, in my opinion, tells me that there's a bastion nearby because of the amount of entities inside of a single bastion. Something else that can help me confirm this is going to pie chart, which is F31, then going to tick for me, which is 2, then going to entities, which is for me is 1, and then if you look at the list here, number 5 is a piglin brute, and I want to turn my GUI scale down so I can see everything. And you see that since piglin brute is dark green, and using the pie chart and refreshing it, anything that spikes with if I see that dark green there spike, like if I turn my FOV down. Oh, is it broken now? Dude, is it broken? Okay, never mind, it's not broken. So if you saw, I got a massive spike of green. I can put that in there. But I got a massive spike of green, which essentially means that there's a piglin brute in this direction, or a nether fortress, not fortress, bastion in this direction. Gosh, bro. So if I head in this direction, I should end up hitting a bastion. Did he just die? Okay. Well, well, my pie chart was correct. There was a bastion right here, and Loki, it's one of my favorite bastions, or a treasure bastion, just because the only reason why it's my favorite bastion is because, if you don't know this about me, I do Minecraft speedrunning, and out of all the bastion routes, treasure's my favorite just because of how easy it is. But that's just my opinion. But treasure is my favorite, not only because it's easy to route, but just because it's easy. Duh. But it's also got like, it's got this it's super easy to route, and it's got so much loot inside of it that it's so worth going inside of it for. I kind of forgot to bring gold boots, so cool advancement. We got some more blocks, and let's do this thing. Okay, one of the things that I do know about this is that if you mine into this wall right here, there's a chance that there's a chest. And look at that. We already got some netherite scraps. What the heck? And I'm gonna remove that from my inventory and replace it with a crafting table. Because if I go right here, for whatever reason, they jump down. And it's really funny. But I'm gonna make gold boots because that's how I'm gonna survive. I want to go in the tower, but I'm scared I'm gonna get jumped by piglin brutes. But it's okay. I have totems. Okay, I just gotta lock in then. Why did it do so much damage? Guys. Who wants to get post-mortal? Yo. Genuinely a crazy play. I didn't want to pull my pearl because we already had found a bastion. But I mean, post-mortal's kind of cool. little too close for comfort, but I'm a professional Bastion runner, if you couldn't tell. In the Bastion, there's always hidden gold. There's only a certain % chance for it to spawn. So, like... Okay, I might need to... But there's... Sometimes there's gold... Here, and there. There's gold there. And there's also potential gold here. And if you dig under this gold block, you can have a chance for gold there. Didn't think I'd be teaching a Bastion route today, did I? Oh, cool, we got Pig Step. I mean, Pig Step's kind of cool. Hot take, Pig Step is overrated. Alright, I said it. Pig Step is overrated. What a loser, he's burning to death. Yo, W? Okay, now that we took care of that. Oh wait, shoot, I'm missing some gold. My bad, guys. Not to be extra careful, because there are a lot of piglin brutes in here. But it's okay. Okay, it looks like it's safe to jump down. Now I should be safe to loot this. Oh, that just registered. I'm so slow today. We got a whole netherite ingot and an upgrade template. What the heck? Another one and extra boots. I don't know. Now I'm gonna take all of their gold. I can just hear them jumping off into their death. I think I'm done in the Bastion. I mean, we got another ingot. We're gonna save this netherite ingot since the first one. We're not gonna use it. Watch this, guys. I'm telling you, this is way too OP. This is way too OP. Like, from anywhere on the world, any dimension, it works. Like, that's kind of crazy. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend or two, because it helps me out a ton. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.